Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? Another day in the markets today. Wrapping up a week. It is Friday, October 25th, 2019. We got just one more week of trading for the October month. So let's end the session this week in a strong one. So, obviously we're deep in earnings right now. We're posting pretty good earnings across the board sector-wise, which is a good sign because despite the U.S.-China trade war, companies are still posting numbers, so it's good. It's definitely a good sign for the street, and that's why you're seeing prices push up. Obviously, there's been some surprises. Obviously, Tesla crushed it and squeezed the shit out of shorts yesterday. They're kind of trending a little bit lower this morning pre-market, but nonetheless, they definitely had a solid day yesterday. Amazon took a little bit of a hit pre-market or after hours last night. They posted their first quarterly loss in a couple of years, so that was something to take note of. Also, tech sector wise, sectors, you had what, a 6-5 bull split. IT held the top spot from bell to bell. Communication services pulled up the rear in the red. So, SPY been kind of dancing with this 300 level, as you can see. It closed just shy up half a point. Little action, obviously, after hours pre-market, gapping up just slightly. It's trading in the 300s again. So, it's Friday. Friday is a notorious volatile day in the market. So, look for this continued dance in the ETF today's session. But, there's plenty of opportunities deep in earnings. So let's get into it. We got six going into our watch list. We got ALB. They took a hit this morning, down on earnings. Also, they're cutting their guidance. These guys are getting hit with the trade war coming out of China, obviously. So that's one of the reasons why these guys dipped out. But the future guidance is cut as well. So we anticipate this thing to push lower today, cracking obviously the low of the after hours, which is 64.03. We think it's going to go down to the 62, 63, 62, 61, 60 level. So we're looking to push lower if this thing breaks the box break, opening range break to the downside. Next up, we got BAX. This again, they took a hit yesterday and they just closed weak, right? They were dancing around that 78, 97 level. 79 level, whatever it is. Obviously, the low of the day was at 77-ish. We think this thing's going to push lower. And obviously, this continuation, once it breaks to the downside, we're going to step in. But we're looking for a nice solid move to the downside. Obviously, these guys, they're having some investigation problems with their books and things like this. So news isn't good. Technically, it doesn't look good. Obviously, they're cracking below that 200-day moving average. So it's another reason. So you want to couple the technicals with the fundamentals, and that's how you get a nice solid conviction in your trade thesis. Next up, we got BIIB. Is a backside fade for us. Obviously, as you can see on the daily, it's trading at the very low of its range. So we just need this thing to continue to fade. So obviously we want to see this thing crack this 280 level. It's trading at the 285 level right now, but obviously there's a lot of room for it to fade out. Healthcare sectors like this, these are guys that pop up hard. They'll dance around up here a little bit, but very surprising that it's trading at the low of this initial run on the 22nd. So we like it down here. We want it to crack these levels to continue to peel out. We don't want to see any kind of push to the upside up here. If it starts to push up here, then it'll probably dance around this channel. So we need this thing to hold. We need the 287 level to hold to push lower. So we're going to be patient with this one. But if it does, and if the volume steps in, then we're going to obviously step in and push prices lower ourselves. Next up, we got FFIV. This is a day two. For us, obviously gapped up yesterday, but kind of faded out a little bit, dancing around that low of the day. So we want this thing to crack, push lower. So we got obviously there's a little meat on the bone here for this gap. Not necessarily going to fill the gap, but it's had a history of filling in its past. So we like that obviously. So if this thing pushes lower, then we will mitigate to the south side. NVDA gapped up this morning, strong. And as you can see, when these guys run, it runs nice. This obviously would follow SPY. So if SPY runs, this thing will run with it and look for a break to the upside if everything lines up. Wrap it up, VAR. This is going to be our focus for the day. We like VAR to the downside. Obviously, it's gap up yesterday. Another history where it gaps up and just fades out the next day and the next 2 days. So we're looking for a nice crack. We have a 120 price target. We want this 124.46 to crack, and if it does, we'll step in. But we may anticipate the crack depending on how it's going to perform at the bell. So this is what we got going on, guys. We got the 6. And as always, just reach out. Any question, reach out to us. Be patient with the price. Be patient with setup. Fight for price. Be patient with it, though. Be very, very patient. Let your price, let your setup come to you. Do not chase. If you're wrong, get out quickly. Because if you get in a position and dances around too long, chances are you're just too early and you're gonna get chopped the fuck up. So just be patient. Cut your losses. Make them real small. And just wait. And just wait. And then wait. All right, guys. Any questions? Reach out to us. Have a good day in the session tonight.